If you are a landlord, especially a new aspiring landlord, there are 3 critically important skills you need. Do you have them? This will be the right course for you to take if you want to be proficient in these 3 skills to attract qualified tenants with less work, less headache, and more protection and safeguards in place. Let me ask you 3 questions. So can you acquire a good fit qualified tenant right now and without committing a fair housing violation and without being prey to a professional tenant baiting you? Let's address skill number 1, acquiring a good fit qualified tenant. Well, what is a good fit qualified applicant to you? Because each landlord has his or her own requirements and prospects need to know what yours are. So what if you were to say applicants must be gainfully employed? Sounds good, right? Sorry, wrong. This would be discriminatory criteria. Now let's address the second skill, being in compliance with housing laws. So are your methods of attracting tenants in compliance with the laws? And are you able to acquire qualified tenants without violating housing laws? Well, let's just briefly go over some of the common violations and errors that landlords make to give you an idea of some things that you should avoid. Avoid treating the renting process like a hobby because it's a business. Avoid discriminatory ads and language. Avoid showings where you make some common errors such as inappropriate questions, steering, arbitrary discrimination, unfair and unequal practices, just to name a few. Avoid delaying and impeding applications to dissuade prospects. And accepting or requesting screening fees and not actually processing nor screening the applicants. So let's you and I try to create some language in an ad to attract a good fit tenant. How about no pets under any circumstances? Nothing wrong with that, right? Wrong. Because what about people with companion, comfort, service animals? Are you starting to see how easy it is that without knowing the proper information, you could commit a fair housing violation and be fined and be in violation? Let's go ahead and move on to number 3. The number 3 skill is to do rejections and acceptances without becoming prey and victim to professional tenants that will bait you. Are you able to deter bad fit and unqualified applicants properly? How do you know who to reject? How do you know who to accept? And how do you do that without being in violation? Now, 4 things will help you come off as a polished professional. If you have an application procedure, written criteria, up-to-date forms, and operate with consistent record-keeping policies. So how do you develop these 3 areas without training and guidance? You can't. They do not come naturally. But there is one solution. Enroll in my courses at the Rental Match Academy. I will teach you how to develop these skills with some strategic tips that it took me over a decade to learn. I will help you shorten your learning curve and find out what it took me years of research and training classes to understand. So enroll now and get started the right way so that you can fill those vacancies with a good fit, qualified applicant. Keep learning and enroll in additional courses on this topic and on other topics related to landlord-tenant issues at the Rental Match Academy. Also, feel free to visit our website at www.ietenantmatch.com for additional resources and to also look into the availability of other courses. I thank you for your time and attention. If you enjoy reading and you have a humorous side to you, let me recommend my newest book release, A Learning Stage 3, Property Management 101. It's available at any major bookstore and it's also available online. You can get it at Amazon, Barnes & Noble. The ISBN number is 978-194-666-6202.